Yes, you can answer. Okay, first question, read the question, then say the answer.
Okay. Pictures in figure 7.5 mostly likely approximated the motion phospholipids make in the plasma membrane.
This is a plasma membrane. The phospholipid is moving which direction, as we said?
Yes.
A, B, C, or D?
It's A.
And the phospholipid are moving away from each other. They leave each other?
No, it's
No?
the tails is stacked to each
No, he's
other.
asking, he is not asking about how they are arranged. Yani all the arrangement here are right. And here is the arrangement, tails are inside, tails inside, tails inside. Here you can see from the top. But here he's talking about what the motion. What we said, the name of the motion, fluid mosaic model, right? Fluid
Yes.
mosaic model type. Which figure indicates fluid mosaic model?
C.
C, yes, excellent. Choose number C. So question number 1, just choose is C. Okay, everyone. So it is telling you, asking about the fluid mosaic model. Okay, question number 2. Wants to answer? Muhammad Sombol. Dr. Muhammad, I mute you all.
Okay. Can I answer?
Yes, answer.
Okay. Which organelle is large in plant cells but small or absent in animal cells? The vacuole.
Sorry again.
The vacuole.
Which is a major difference between
You said number
facilitated
2.
diffusion?
Number 2 or number 3?
Sorry, which organelle is large?
In plant cells but small or absent in animal cells. The
Yes.
vacuole. D.
Answer is D. We have centriole chloroplast. Okay, nucleus is large in plant cells but small or absent. So you can find in animal cells there is no chloroplast. So you can, but we have centriole, we have nucleus. So the ones that may exist, okay, very good. And if this exists, it will be very small. So it is what? Vacuole. So the answer is D. Okay. For question number 3, wants to answer? Raise your hands. Raise your hand, wants to answer. What is the difference between facilitated diffusion and active transport? The difference between facilitated diffusion and active transport. Another one. Hassan.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, number 3.
What is the major difference between facilitated diffusion and active transport? A. Active transport moves substances against the concentration gradient.
Read the other one. Active transport. Read the choices. Read the choices. Why you choosing?
Because I think active transport moves substances against the concentration gradient. B. Active transport uses proteins in the process. Do diffusion use protein in the process? I don't think. C. Facilitated diffusion moves molecules through the plasma membrane. D. Facilitated diffusion requires large amount of energy.
What's your answer? What was your answer, Muhammad?
What?
What was
Yes,
your
yes.
answer? Sorry, what was your answer?
A, I
A.
think.
Right. Active transport moves substances against the concentration gradient.
Gradient.
Okay. Active transport moves substances against the concentration gradient. Okay. Excellent. Because we said for active transport, maybe we have in a place high concentration of substance, and we want to move them into a place where there is low concentration. صح؟
Yes, yes.
Because the normal diffusion اللي هو substance moves from high concentration to low concentration. But
Concentration.
active transport makes the opposite. يبقى against the concentration gradient. هنا concentration gradient يا شباب معناها from high concentration to low concentration. هو قال لي هنا against يبقى from low to high. From low
Too
to
high.
excellent.
Yes. You're welcome.
It's a very hard question and you answered it very well. Okay, question number 4. Question number 4, Koshi. Koshi,
Yes, Mr.
question number 4.
Question number 4. With the process of plasma membrane pumping excess sodium out of the cell into an environment where there is lower concentration of sodium. It is I think it is A or D.
Look,
Wait.
remember, Muhammad. The last part here is a process of plasma membrane pumping excess sodium. We talk about things that the plasma membrane can punch some
I think
ions
Mr.
from outside to
diffusion.
inside or from inside to outside. He is here pumping excess sodium out of a cell into an environment where there is a lower concentration of sodium. It's called
I think Mr. Diffusion.
ليش diffusion؟ احنا قلنا الديفيوجن يا محمد only related to water. Only to water. Diffusion is only related to water.
Water. Only water.
Okay. طيب والاسموسيس برضه related to what؟ To water. طب
Water,
الاكتف ترانسبورت ده اللي احنا اتكلمنا عن الديفيوجن. خلاص وقلنا في عندنا الفاسيليتيك ديفيوجن بيكون في باسيف ترانسبورت وفي اكتف transport. Okay.
Okay.
Among extract out of a cell into an environment where there is a lower concentration of sodium. This is the same question like question number 3.
Yes, I only come now. That's why.
Where there is a lower concentration يبقى against the concentration. يبقى هو مين؟ الactive
Active
So it's the
active
so Mr. It's the opposite of the diffusion.
بالظبط كده. يبقى الactive transport
Yes.
عجيب
the
والله.
diffusion moves water from high concentration to low concentration. Okay. الactive transport بقى it is not for water. It is for what? It is for ions, for molecules, for any substance rather than water.
Yes.
It moves
Water.
the substance or the molecules from low concentration, low concentration to high
To high concentration.
concentration. Okay, in general, active transport that needs what? Energy. And here it needs what? Energy. Okay. Question number 5 wants to answer. Madam Fifi, want to answer?
So I can answer again.
Madam Fifi, raise your hand. Madam Fifi.
Which
correct.
statement is true about
Question number
bacterial
5.
cells?
Which statement is true about bacterial cells?
D.
Which one?
D.
B.
They
Why
have
B?
organelles. D.
Uh,
D.
B. Statement is the cells have no nucleus. We said they are what? Prokaryotic, right? So they have no nucleus. Excellent, yeah. Excellent. But eukaryotic have a nucleus. The cells are really large. We didn't talk about the size of our chapters. They have organelles. Okay, but he said about what? True about bacteria. Okay, excellent. Question number 6, شباب. Okay, ننزل question. Question number 6. Raise your hands. محمد سعود فين؟ محمد سعود. سعود.
Yes, mister.
Yes, question number 6.
Which six? What major improvement came with the development of scanning electron microscopes? A. Magnets were replaced with lighter
Pay
material.
attention. This is scanning electron microscope. This is the SEM. خلاص؟ نركز ما بيتكلم عن ال SEM. Okay.
So magnets were replaced with lighter material. It produced images with better color. The magnification was higher. The images were three-dimensional. D, mister.
D. أيوه. The magnets were replaced with lighter materials. No, it produces images with better color. No, the magnification was higher. He is talking about scanning. Okay. So the scanning, we have a special feature for it. If you open your PDF, you can see the scanning electron microscope was a further improvement in technology that produces a three-dimensional image of the cell. شباب يبقى ال 3-dimensional دي كانت مين؟ ليه؟ It was an advantage for scanning electron microscope as the images were 3-dimensional. So the answer is D. Excellent answer. Question number 7 يا شباب. Question number 7. Question number 7.
Can I solve?
Yes, I am the answer.
Okay. In what structure we define the nucleus? In plant cell.
Yes, bacteria are prokaryotic, here also prokaryotic, here also virus. Okay, so you can find only nucleus in what? Animal cell and
Plant.
plant cell. Excellent.
Okay.
Here we give you plant cell. Next question. Excellent. Raise your hands, شباب. Also answer. Okay, simple.
Which organelle produces protein for a cell? B. Ribosome.
Excellent. Excellent. It is what?
Ribosome.
It is ribosome. So number 8 is B, ribosome. Excellent. So by number 9, Bushi. Bushi. Shabab, the one which I will say his name and you will not reply, consider him absent. Bushi. Okay, Bushi, you left the meeting, Bushi. Okay, absent. البراء. البراء.
يس مستر.
براء يعني دي أول حصة تحضرها براء في الساينس يا براء؟
الحصة اللي فاتت؟
دي أول حصة تحضرها من أول ما بدأنا اللايف ليسنز، ما سمعتش اسمك قبل كده ولا شفت اسمك ولا سمعت صوتك قبل كده خالص في أي سيشن يعني.
لا مو أول مرة، قد حضرت بس قبل فترة هذا ما كان عندي اللي هو الكود الجديد فما كنت أقدر أدخل.
يا راجل ماشي.
أيوه.
يعني أنت كنت جايب من الحصص كلها، ما الكود ده موحد على المواد كلها.
ما دريت والله، ما حد قال لي اليوم. اداني كود جديد.
Sir, can I answer number 9 please?
براء will answer number 9.
Okay.
يلا براء number 9. Read the question.
Okay. Which organelle converts sugars into energy? Ribosome.
الريبوسوم احنا قلنا الريبوسوم in the other question produces protein. هنا في question number 8 الريبوسوم produces protein. You cannot find an
Can I
organelle
answer it, Mr.
doing
please?
two different jobs, but each organelle is specialized. Specialized means he has a specific job. Yes, أبا سهل.
It's B, mitochondria.
Mitochondria. So mitochondrium, it's what it produces what energy for the cell, and energy comes
Yes.
from where? From sugar. Okay, which
Yes.
organ converts sugar into energy? It is what? Mitochondria.
Mitochondrion.
Excellent. Okay. Number
10.
10.
Can I solve it, Mr. please?
Yes.
Number 10. Which organelle is called the powerhouse of the cell? A. Mitochondria.
Yes, the same answer. It is what?
Mitochondria. Yes.
Like the previous question. Okay. Number 11 يا شباب. Question number 11. أحمد بجبع. 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 He is not here. Ayub, you are here? Ayub, you can talk? Ayub. Okay, Anas Abdulaziz. Who else? Rashid. 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 Why you can't talk يا أنس يعني؟ How many times we say we should have mic? محمد أنديل. محمد أنديل. محمد قنديل.
Yes, mister, I'm here.
راشد ممكن تتكلم دلوقتي يا راشد؟
Mister,
Yes.
may I answer?
Just wait يا صاحبي.
Because you unmute.
قنديل. محمد قنديل. You are here? He is not here. Okay.
Mister.
Yes. Rashid يعني I muted you many times يا راشد and you are not talking يا راشد.
Rashid, mister, he doesn't have mic.
Why he doesn't have but the program gives me that he has mic.
Mister, they cannot go home. They cannot go out of home to buy.
But right, he can بقول لك the program is telling me that he has mic. محمد قنديل.
A lot of students, mister, appear, but
Saud. Answer question.
number 11.
I know you are here يا راشد but I want you to answer the question يا راشد. Yes يا سعود يلا go ahead.
Cholesterol is repelled by water and
Yes.
can be found between the layers of the phospholipids in the plasma membrane. What can be concluded from this information? A. A high cholesterol diet should be avoided.
We're talking about diet here. We didn't talk about diet in this section.
B. Cholesterol is non-polar. C. Cholesterol is polar. D. Cholesterol is repelled by the polar traits.
Tails.
Yes. C, mister.
Which one?
C.
C?
C.
Cholesterol is non-polar. Cholesterol is non-polar. The answer is B. 11B.
The answer what?
B.
Ah.
Straw is non-porous. Okay. Question number 12. Question number 12. Ryan. 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 Ryan Godashi. Are you here, Ryan? Ryan Godashi. Ryan Godashi. Ryan, can talk? Okay, Ryan Bajaba.
Yes, Mr.
So answer the question, Ryan.
Okay. Question 12.
Figure 7. Sorry, what is the figure? I see we did with no, sorry, we didn't take this one. So that's 12. Number 13. Number 13. 13 area.
Okay. What types of materials are 13?
13,
Okay.
yes.
What types of materials are expelled from cells during exocytosis?
Process, yes. You know where exocytosis is? It is the last part of our chapter. We have exocytosis, we have endocytosis.
I think the answer is D.
Answer is D. Genetic material. Exocytosis. You know the meaning of exocytosis? What is exocytosis? Water and glycerol. What is exocytosis and endocytosis? If you can see the PDF now, transport of large particles. Transport of large particles. Can you see the PDF? Yeah. Some substances are too large to move by diffusion, active transport. In a transport of large particles, endocytosis or exocytosis, they move large particles, but one move large particles from inside the cell to outside. Okay, exocytosis. It is a process by which large substances exit the cell. اسمها exocytosis, exo, out. But endocytosis is the process by which a cell surrounds a substance in the outside environment with a portion of the membrane, then pinches off the substance, leaving it inside the cell. يبقى endocytosis moving large particles from outside the cell into inside the cell. But exocytosis moving large particles from inside to outside. Okay? So back to the words here. So 13, what types of material are expelled from cells during exocytosis? The exo, it takes large particles outside the cell. The large molecules, large molecule. هنا بقول لك positive negative ions مش small molecules water. لا هو هنا اللي which one I have to know the answer by large. By the word what? Large. The answer is A. The answer is A. Question number 14 يا شباب. Question number 14 wants to answer. غباشي.
Can answer.
غباشي.
Huh?
غباشي. Okay, Sombol, answer the question.
Which statement is a fundamental principle of the cell theory? That living organisms are composed of cells.
So which number?
C.
Living organisms are composed of cells. A, all cells have a plasma membrane. Eukaryotic cells are larger than prokaryotic. Genetic materials in cells. So yes, C. Say living organisms are composed of cells. He is talking about is a fundamental principle of the cell theory. We took three principles only. Okay.
مستر
Ryan.
محمد سعود
Yes, Muhammad Saud. Yes.
Rashid just sent me on WhatsApp that he sent you the message and he sent you the answer of question 14 in the message
Who's?
in the chat. Rashid.
مين؟ مين اللي راشد؟
Yes.
راشد ماشي. طيب يا راشد answer question number 15 يا راشد. يا شباب بالنسبه للورك شيت ده في ناس بتسال will you download this work sheet in the website؟ مش داونلود ده ابلود يعني. لا you will see this questions in the video يعني you have to watch the video on the website. It is here already. Okay. يلا شباب question number 15. Rashid answer question number 15. You can send me the answer. Which organelle is present in Paramecium protozoa but absent in cells of strawberry plant?
So what is Paramecium protozoa?
Yes, this is the main. The strawberry plant, okay, it's a cell plant, okay, but we said there is two organelles that unicellular organism uses to move, cilia and flagella. Paramecium protozoa, it is one unicellular organism that lives in pond water. Okay, so it's a unicellular organism. يعني an organism, its body made of only one cell. Okay, so it's a complete organism. That's more Paramecium. Okay, so what you can find in cytoskeleton, you can find in any cell, balancing or element cell. Microtubules also you can find. Also nucleus you can find. But cilia, what is the job of cilia? What is the job of cilia? Cilia والفلاجيلا. Some
Mr. The job at Celia? Do you want me to say the job of Celia?
Yes, it will be
It's
cilia.
aids in moving the cell and moving some substances along the surface of the cell.
احنا في if you have your PDF for cilia and flagella, you can find
Of Celia and what?
cilia and flagella. What are cilia? I'll share it for you now.
Okay.
Cilia and flagella. Can you see the PDF now?
Do you want me to share the
PDF,
screen?
you can see the PDF now?
Yes, yes. I can
What
see
are
it.
cilia and flagella? Some animal cell surfaces have cilia or flagella that extend beyond the plasma membrane. Cilia are short projections that look like hairs. They move back and forth similar to the motion of the oars of a robot. خلاص؟ احنا شفناها في الفيديو اللي هو عبارة عن small like hairs كده small hair. Okay? Or a small string or rope, small. That some animal cells uses it to move. اللي هو يا شباب
Yes.
في كائنات صغيرة كده
So Mr.
microorganism unicellular. Okay, زي البراميسيوم كده. Okay. They use cilia and the other one use what? Flagella. بقول لك like the arms of robots اللي هو المجاديف بتاعت البوت يا شباب، المجداف للمركب الصغير اللي بيحرك البوت ده. اوكي، يبقى مين اللي بيستخدمها؟ some animal cells. خلاص they use cilia and the others they use flagella. Okay, what is the difference between cilia and flagella? Cilia are short projections that look like hairs. Okay, but the flagella are longer that move like a wave-like motion both cilia and flagella are composed of microtubules. They move cells through their watery environment. يبقى السيلز دي بتتحرك في الووتر. اوكي.
So
cilia
flagella
also cilia also move
helps.
substances along the surface of the cell. helps the organism to move. helps the organism to move. السيليا والفلاجيلا both help the cell to move. طب في السيليا لها جوب ثانيه غير الموفمنت. move substances along the surface of the cell. يبقى ساعات الorganism uses the cilia like hands. It moves substance over its surface. You can watch the video I gave you about cilia and flagella before. Wait, if I have this video, can you watch it again?
They also feed the cell.
Yes, it uses it to feed itself. Cilia and flagella.
So, Mr. The answer is A.
Yes. Okay, you can see this video. So you can see this one. This
Yes,
tail.
yes, we can see.
It is this tail. It is what flagella. This tail is
Flagella.
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 What is on the surface here?
Cilia.
The small hair cilia.
So the flagella is taller than the cilia.
The flagella is taller than the cilia. Okay, and the organism use both to move. Use both to
move.
It helps it to move. It's a complete organism. Here is a complete organism. What is the other job of cilia? يبقى الcilia عندها two jobs. Movement.
Feed the cell also.
Not feeding. Not feeding. يعني if you have مثلا substance over the surface, it can like hands taking the moving other substance. Okay. Over the surface.
Yes.
Okay. So I hope it is clear. Okay, close this one. Back to our. So the answer is what? Cilia. Okay, question number 16, Shabab. So, question number 16. So,
Mr. 16?
Yes.
Hello, Mr. 16?
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Can you hear me?
Yes, 16. Yes, 16. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Which letter in the diagram below indicates structure that is most closely associated with 16? Associated with protein building.
Yes.
C, Mr.
Why C?
Because it's the ribosomes.
Ribosomes in endoplasmic reticulum. Here he is referring to ribosomes in endoplasmic reticulum. Yes, so 16 is C. Excellent. 16 is C. Okay. Yeah, the last question because we finished our time. Number 17 wants to answer. Ahmed Afifi.
Solve number 17.
ريان جيت اخيرا يا ريان بقالي ساعه رن عليك.
انا
يلا.
ويلكم.
قاعد اتكلم.
الا كان يتكلم معايا مستر مشي.
يلا احمد عفيفي نمبر 17.
Which point process of diffusion is the main equilibrium reach?
17 يا احمد this question while reviewing the slide of 17 17.
On 17, while viewing a slide of a rapidly moving sperm cell, the students conclude that these cells require a large amount of energy to maintain their activity. What organelles provide the need energy?
بسألك which organelle provide energy for the cell?
Mitochondria.
Mitochondria. I answered this question many times. So the answer is D, mitochondria. Okay, Shabab, now we came to our the end of our session.
Thank you, Mr. So much.
Tomorrow,
Mr.
inshallah,
Thomas,
we'll
thank you
complete
very much.
these questions, okay? See you
So we
inshallah.
reached question 18.
Yes, we'll start from 18 tomorrow, inshallah.
Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll continue.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Mr.
Mr. So
A
much.
lot much, a lot much. Thank you a lot much.
Sir, what is the answer of number 16?
16.
16, C, I think. C,
C.
yes.
See,
Yes, C.
because here
Yes.
we have endoplasmic reticulum, and always in endoplasmic reticulum you can find the ribosomes. So C is referring to ribosomes. Okay?
Thank you,
Yes.
Mr. See you.
Thank you,
See you
Mr.
tomorrow,
Rob.
inshallah.
Thanks.
Very much, very much, very much.
Okay, so,
Very, very.